Hey fellas, how you doing? It is December 23rd, 2024. I just finished my walk. It was gorgeous outside. Did a little short video for that. This video is going to be a kind of a shout out to the Smashing Pumpkins, but it's their song. What is their song? Bullet with Butterfly Wings. And the gist I get out of it is when the lead singer says the world is a vampire. I believe that far too many men do not understand the rules of the game that we're playing. When you're young, if you come from a good family, a good, honest, hardworking family, they're going to teach you the golden rules. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, all that kind of good stuff. The way you can break your way out of the matrix is to realize that everybody wants to try to turn you into what's called an economic slave. They want to make you a slave to the job, and they're not looking out for your well-being. If you get hurt, oh well, that's what you got insurance for. If you are not realistic about the world you live in, you're going to come up short in a lot of ways. There are a lot of people out there who are absolutely ruthless and will do anything, say anything to take advantage of you. You are taught duty, honor, respect for your elders. You're taught to obey, listen twice as much as you speak. The greater good, you're told to sacrifice, trust in the system, and all of that stuff is pretty much okay, but it's not very realistic when you have to put yourself out in the world. You can work your way out of the matrix, and that, I think, is the best way for you to get out. You can also completely lose yourself in the matrix by incurring too much debt, by not knowing enough about money so that your financial literacy is always lacking and you end up living check to check. You got to understand the 3 phases of your life. You have to understand your dreamer phase, which is up to age 23. After that is your career phase. Your career phase is the most important part of your life as a man. You have to understand that initially, unless you go to or have someone pay for you, or you use cronyism or nepotism to get a good position without having to work for it, most of us don't enjoy any of those benefits, and we have to learn by trial and error. Hopefully you don't make any serious errors so that you can continue on your journey, like getting locked up. I can't tell you how many times I took 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards. When you understand that as soon as you leave your residence, it's you against the world. And I'm not talking about they're trying to get you or kill you or do anything like that, but there's definitely lots and lots of people who want to take advantage of you. They want to take advantage of your kindness. They want to take advantage of your time. They want to take advantage of your energy and your efforts. And you have to measure those people and understand what they're trying to get out of you or get you to do for something. For everything from staying late and finishing up a project, but you're not going to get paid for it. You have to be able to draw a line, and you have to understand the things that you control. You control what goes on in your mind. You control the words that come out of your mouth. You control your attitude. You control where you are and if you're on time. There are so many things that you can do that make yourself more employable, or will give yourself more opportunities to succeed than your peers. I continue to be absolutely shocked at the amount of young men, and I'm 59, so I'd say 25 and below or younger, that have never been in a fight, have always received a participation trophy. And when you get out in the real world, you either win or you don't win, or you lose. And sometimes you lose badly. You have to protect yourself from bad habits. You should always work on your good habits and how to establish and maintain good habits and get rid of your bad habits. Being lazy is a bad habit. Getting up and making your bed, keeping your place clean, keeping control of the things that you have control of, making sure that you show up on time, which is 15 minutes early. There are so many things that you can do personally to get ahead that a lot of guys, it's shocking to me. A guy 23 or 24 years old gets punched with a glove on, with an MMA glove, and he puts his hands over his face and he just starts crying. It is shocking. The world in the United States has been made safe for women and men, to the point to where there are people who can do nothing and make money, just produce a video and make money. I'm not poo-pooing them, and if that's your dream and that's what you want to do, you got to understand how to monetize your hobbies if that's what you want to do. There's plenty of ways to learn about that. There are not going to be enough men who are willing to do the hard work. Talking to all these guys out there building our highways, maintaining our infrastructure, all of the tradesmen, and I include driving, professional drivers, which CDL means you're a professional driver. I include those as tradesmen. I believe that tradesmen get a larger satisfaction out of building something or taking something apart and being able to put it back together and fix it. Being able to diagnose a problem like a mechanic does, like an HVAC guy, like plumbers do, like carpenters do, like engineers do. All of those skills are needed. Do you remember like just a couple years ago when there were going to be self-driving trucks and all the truckers were going to be, anyways, let me not get off the subject. Again, I'll link the song from the Smashing Pumpkins about Bullet with butterfly wings. He starts off the song by walking up to the camera and he goes, "The world is a vampire." And that's a fact. I think that if you're physically 5 foot tall and you want to be the center for the Boston Celtics, I think someone should sit you down and tell you that's not a good idea for your goals in life. I think if you think you're the only kid that you know that wants to be a game tester, which that is actually, once it was explained to me, is brutal, playing those games over and over. And anyways, let me get on to the point. You right now can come down to Southwest Texas. If you don't have any problems and you're not a troublemaker, you can go out to the oil and gas fields anywhere in the United States and start off making big money. There is a show out now. It's either on Paramount or on HBO. It's called Landman, and Billy Bob Thornton is the main character. That is right around where I live. It's actually north and a little bit east of us, but you can make $200,000 a year doing that stuff, but you got to work your way in. And there's a lot of guys that are straight up felons that are out there doing that. It's a tough, dangerous job. Working offshore is a tough, dangerous job. Commercial welding, underwater welding is a tough, dangerous job. Being a plumber, a carpenter, an electrician, a CDL driver. Can you imagine driving across the country and having to deal with all the road rage from those psychopaths? They think that you're driving a sports car and you're driving an 18-wheeled vehicle. Anyways, we need commercial pilots. We need people to keep the lights on. We need people to keep our water clean. We need people to be in the Border Patrol. We need people to be Foreign Service officers with the Department of State. We need CIA agents. We need all kinds of people. I believe that if you don't have any real good options, but you're willing to sacrifice some years of your life, I still believe that the military is a good place to give you a basic set of survival skills. And they also teach everybody in the Army how to be a killer. So being able to defend yourself. But you can get lost if you spend too much time in the military. And then when you're done, they're just done with you. The other thing I would like to see a lot of you consider, if you're younger, is becoming an entrepreneur. Starting your own business. That business can be I know a guy that owns 3. They're the automatic car washes, and he employs a kid to get out there and like brush the car off and that. He does very well for himself. I know there's all kinds of businesses out there. You don't have to be the next Google. You don't have to be the next Amazon. You can get a Sprinter van and start off delivering for Amazon or Walmart or any of them other places. Those jobs are still going to be needed to do. Even though they're going to tell you they have self-driving cars. Self-driving cars not going to know what to do when a guy's pissed off at the world and wants to run people off the road. It's just not there yet. It's not going to be there. I know I'm beating a dead horse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Again, you have to understand the rules of the game. They're trying to bind you to a job. There are guys that have worked 19 years, 11 months, and 29 days for a company, only to be fired on the eve of their retirement. So, I want you to look out for yourself. If you can't, then, well, I want you to look out for each other. If you can't, you have to look out for yourself. Love you guys. I'm just trying to give you some realistic help with getting ahead. That's why I talk about money. Money is a critical part of your life. Getting into debt, not understanding your situation. You can work your way out of debt, but I'd rather you didn't start off being in debt. Anyways, love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. I'll title this something about understanding the rules of the game, and then I'll put in there the world is a vampire. I'm just sick and tired of seeing young men get taken advantage of by their family, taken advantage of by their girls in their lives, taken advantage of by their work, taken advantage of by the government, being used as a disposable object by everyone and everything. All right? Love you guys. Stay sick. Never mind. Like a fart in a G-string. From West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. 1 year sober. Woohoo! Bye-bye.